don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. Hi everyone, it's Mike here and I'm joined by...
Ian.
Yes.
Yes.
So today's video is a little bit different. Now, due to us being isolated at home, locked down, quarantined, whatever, you were kind of struggling, weren't you, for keeping yourself busy?
Yeah, well, I'm busy anyway, but yeah, I thought, it does me a bit different.
You wanted to do something a bit different. You wanted to challenge yourself, didn't
did.
you? So I suggested that Ian created his own steampunk journal.
It was a challenge.
So that's what you set off to do.
Yeah.
So with my guidance, with my experience in putting the journals together, you know, size-wise, that kind of stuff, I guided him a little bit, but you've designed all the signatures,
yeah,
all the ephemera, you decided on what you wanted it to look like and the decorations on the covers as well, didn't
everything,
you?
yeah.
Absolutely everything. So what we've done is, as we were going through the process, we did a little bit of filming at a couple of the steps, didn't we?
Yes.
With when you were doing your...
Wetting an oven.
The oven baking the paper.
Yeah, and also
doing some of
the ephemera.
That's right, yeah. So we'll show you those bits of footage first, and then we'll go on to the all-important flick-through of the two completed journals, because you did end up making two.
Made one and thought, oh, I enjoyed that, and made another one.
So we'll do the flick-through at the end. Okay, so we're jumping back in time now, because the journals are finished and you're doing your flick through, but you wanted to show people how you actually put the journal together, didn't you?
This is true.
So we're actually doing this. Hello.
I'm very excited. I've never made a journal before.
So
it's a baptism of fire, I'm thinking.
yes, I'm leading you through gently by the hand, aren't I?
Yes.
Right, okay, so you've printed off all of your signatures for one of the journals. This is the red journal, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the red journal.
Okay, now you've decided that you don't want to tea dye.
No.
But you do like the wrinkly pages.
I do.
So what we're going to do is we're going to wet the pages and then dry them again in the oven to get that crinkly effect.
But without any mess on them.
But without any of the tea dyeing, because we're using parchment paper and craft paper, which already has a colour to it anyway. Yeah. So because it's a steampunk, it doesn't really need to be tea dyed.
No.
But you do like that crinkly, wrinkly effect on the pages.
I do, and it'll work well with all the ephemera.
Okay, so there are two ways in which you can add the water. You can either spritz it with a spray bottle, and then put them in the oven, or you can just, sorry, I'm cutting your head off there, or you can just dunk them into a bowl of water, and then lay them on the tray and put them in the oven.
Which do you recommend, sir?
It depends on the amount of wrinklage
I don't want it over wrinklage at my age.
Right, so in that case then, I suggest that we get the water spritz bottle.
Right.
Which is upstairs.
Right.
So I will go and get that now.
Super.
Okay, so first signature set almost done. So that's the last of that first signature set.
Yeah.
That's your timer.
Go.
Okay, so that's the start of signature set number 2.
It is. There are 5 signatures in it.
You hear it hissing. Hissing and steaming.
That goes on top.
Better way to spend a Friday afternoon.
I thought about grilling them, but then I thought that's just a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, it is just a tad.
It's a modern day chip pan fire.
Yeah, because you'll end up probably setting fire to them.
I am so excited to share these with you.
Well, you are doing.
I know, but I'm so excited.
In the future, you are doing.
But I've never made a journal before. The design part is what I used to do anyway.
Yeah.
But it's the making I really like.
The construction.
Yeah. What did my mum used to say? Fannying about. Messing about.
Messing about.
Messing about.
Yeah, that word means different things in different.
It does. I'm sorry if it's offensive. It's the steam that comes off and gets made.
No.
So that goes in next.
Next one's top shelf.
Top shelf, middle shelf.
That's the one. You can always pop a cake in as well while you're at it, can't
Mind
you?
actually, we should bake a cake.
We should.
We've run out of cake.
Yes. We have got carrot cake in the a mix in the cupboard.
We have.
So we might do that later as well. Leave the oven on.
Oh yeah. What a bonus.
So you're painting your water on.
I am.
This is just water. So there's no dye. But if you were going to add your tea dye, this is where you would add it, at the stage that you
I don't see the point in doing it.
Well, when you've got craft paper and you've got parchment paper,
yeah,
it's fine. When you're using like bleached white photocopier paper or printer paper, the tea dye just adds a certain something.
But if we did this and the printing wasn't that special waterproofing, it wouldn't work, would it?
No, it wouldn't. That's why we have to use the Durabright ink.
Which is expensive.
Which can be very expensive, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we're kind of halfway-ish.
We've done 2 sets.
We've done 2 full sets, so but what I wanted to do is just show you the difference it makes between adding the wrinkles.
It's amazing.
And not having the wrinkles. So that pile there, as you can see, is the pile before wrinklage.
Unfried poppadoms.
Exactly.
Fried poppadoms.
And that is the pile. So you can see the difference in volume that you get when you actually tea dye or wrinkle.
But even if you push it down,
yeah, you still get quite a lot of volume. So when these journals are complete,
yes,
you'll have effectively 200 pages.
You will.
So the spine will need to be around about 2 inches thick.
2 inches thick, yeah.
If you just made the journal without any, your journal will probably only be about 1 inch thick.
If that.
If that, yeah. So.
But you won't be able to put anything in it because there'd be no grip. The pages wouldn't have any gaps between.
Yeah, exactly. So there's plenty of room once you've got a bit of wrinklage to add any more embellishments, your pockets, your tuck spots, and all that kind of stuff. If you did it in that, it'd just be flat.
It'd be boring.
Yeah, very, very boring. So we're going to stick with the wrinklage.
One down.
Should do that again.
How the hell are you supposed to get these into a journal? I haven't worked it out yet. And there's going to be twice as many because there's twice as many pages when you fold it that way.
That's right.
Well, it's getting exciting.
What is?
The journal.
Ooh. Okay, so we've moved on a little bit in the progress.
We have, yes.
So you've actually, well, all the signatures now have been stitched in, and you've started to decorate the actual covers.
The end papers are on as well.
Which are absolutely beautiful. That William Morris acanthus pattern is just beautiful. But considering it's a steampunk journal, it's
perfect.
It's beautiful. It really is beautiful.
Thank you. So, yeah, putting all the corners on now. Next step is to start putting on the ephemera. Pockets, tuck spots, journaling cards.
And you also need to work out what sort of closure you're going to
Yes, I do.
So you've got a book plate on the side as well.
I have, yeah.
So antique brass plates.
And the front will have something like that on it.
I thought we were going to cave those for the big reveal.
Okay, we'll do.
It's too late for it
Whoops.
now. Yes.
Whoops.
Excellent. So let's have a look at how thick it is.
200 pages.
Yeah. Looks absolutely gorgeous.
Hey, spoilers.
So what are you doing?
I am just doing a little bit more ephemera to go into my second journal. Journal number 1 is complete. And I've already done this little lot. But I need a few more bits. So I've done another...
Big pile of stuff on the table.
Yeah, all that lot's in there, and so are these. The rotating steam sanitizer, the horseless carriage.
Don't give it all away.
No, I won't.
We're doing the flip through.
I will.
After.
So I'm just finishing off, and then journal number 2 is ready just to be bound by your good self.
And you've got all your other... I'm just showing the corner there. So that's your second set of signatures. So for journal number 2.
We're cracking on.
So these are the 2 journals that we've been talking about.
They are indeed.
So do you want to talk us through, because obviously they look very similar, but I can see just at first glance that there's a few differences in them. So do you want to talk through just the variations between the 2 journals?
Okay, both journals are steampunk, very, very steampunk. One of them has a nice burgundy covered book cloth, is it called?
Yeah, it's Buckram book cloth. Claret, I think.
Claret. And this one is chocolate. And no, it doesn't smell of chocolate or taste of chocolate.
No, it looks chocolate brown. It's beautiful brown colour, but unfortunately it doesn't smell.
They've also got an instrument cluster on the cover of each.
Which is again handmade by you.
They are indeed. I've made all the dials for these. The dials are available on the website, on my website, but not in this format, in boxes of 6 or singles for the big ones.
Yeah, and these clusters, when we actually do the flick through, we'll just show these clusters in a little bit more detail, because the reason these look shiny is because they are shiny.
They've got glass dome tops on them,
which we'll go through in a bit more depth. So you've done the covers, so what about the content of the actual journals themselves?
The pages themselves are exactly the same in both. The only difference is there's some of the ephemera is slightly different in the other one to the other. I don't want to do two the same.
Not too exactly the same.
Not too exactly
Hence the difference in the colours and the clusters on the front. So the ephemera, you get the same amount of ephemera, the same styles of ephemera on the inside, but some of the designs are different.
Slightly different, yeah. We don't want to do two the same. It wants to be individual, which is what it's all about.
Okay, so before we start, page content, as in how many pages?
Pages, we have 200 pages.
So if I just turn the journal to its side...
It's ridiculous. I can't see over the kitchen table.
Yeah, so there are 200 pages in these journals.
And so, the stuff with ephemera. But what is special about these...
they're 2-inch spines.
Yes, oh yeah.
2-inch spines.
But what is special about both these books is nothing in these journals is from anybody else but me. There is no Tim Holtz in there. There is no designers from anybody else. Everything is bespoke for this book by myself, so it's proper.
Right. So all the designs on the pages have been put together,
by myself.
By yourself.
Yeah, and the ephemera has sepia photographs of my machines on them.
Right, so where you've not used vintage illustrations, the photographs of the machines are all machines that you've built.
They are all the photographs of my machines that I've built, yeah.
So it's a real Verne Industries steampunk journal.
100%.
Fantastic. Okay, so which one are you going to flick through then? Because there's no point flicking through both.
I think I'm going to do the burgundy one.
You're going to do the claret one?
Yeah, the claret one.
Let's use the proper...
I'll put this safe somewhere.
Today. Yeah, so I'll put that to one side. Okay.
Yeah.
And then...
Okay, so as Mike showed you earlier...
Right, well, let's look at the outside first of all. So look at the instrument clusters and the embellishments you've put on the corners and on the spine as well. So if you just tilt it so people can see the depth and the shine.
Oh, yeah, you'll see.
Yeah.
I mean...
If we try and do it from the side, there you go.
Oh, look at that.
And they're fairly heavy, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. It's not overly heavy.
No.
But they're all detailed with brass.
With those faux rivets.
Yeah, and the faux rivets, etc.
And little copper rings as well, real copper rings.
Oh yeah, they're proper copper rings, those, and they've got the book corners.
Can we just turn it so it's on, so you can see the spine?
Yeah.
Right, so you can see the depth of the glass cabochons that are on the front there, and the actual instrument clusters. Can't you?
You can indeed. It's got a little book plate there for you to write your name on, or
which that just come out.
That just slides out. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can put your own little customisation on there as well.
Yeah.
Right. And like we said, it's a 2-inch deep spine, and the actual size of the journal itself.
The size of the journal itself is A5 pages.
So that's your metric. So what's that in imperial?
A5 in imperial is 6 by 8, I think.
So 6 inches across by.
Let's have a quick look.
8.5 inches.
6.5 practically.
Just over, okay.
And that is nearly 9. So it's a good size.
It is a decent size. Page size is A5 inside,
which is, I think, pardon me, the page size inside is 6 by 8.
Right, okay, that's fine then.
Okay. Ta-da-da-da.
So time, what about the corners?
Oh yeah, we have metal corner protectors on there as well. So when you sit it up, it's not using pages, the corners are not going to get dog-eared.
Yeah, and if you drop it, it's not going to dent them.
No, it's not.
But don't go
dropping it.
No, don't go dropping it.
It's too special to drop.
Okay, so the inside...
It looks too likely characters looking at us already.
Okay, so this is slightly unusual.
Yeah, this is all to do with the way the book's put together.
Okay, so instead of, you've obviously all the signatures have been stitched.
They have.
Yeah, but the way that the signatures have been attached to the spine, you've actually created a tray for the signatures to sit in, haven't you?
Yeah, and the tray is then
attached to the spine. So it's a solid spine. It's not floating. It's actually it is properly stitched.
And we've got some William Morris paper. which is nice.
Which I believe is the acanthus leaf, isn't it?
Yes, but we've actually made it the lovely brown colour.
Yeah, so we've altered the colour, digitised it and altered the colour.
But I think these semi-pages are a really good start.
They're a nice addition. I think they're a lovely addition.
Okay, so inside front
Pockets.
we have an invisible pocket. We have the inertial momentum chair, some little journaling card.
So these are just journaling cards, yeah?
Yeah. Oh dear, look at these two. This is just a...
It's like an oversized...
It's an oversized cabinet card, yeah. We had this taken at the asylum 3 years ago.
I think it's a bit older than that, actually.
It's a tin tape photograph.
It is a proper tin type photograph. So it's actually printed onto a piece of metal.
It is, yeah. Hence the reason why it's all a little bit vague. It's all Victorian chemistry.
It was done
deliberately,
exactly as they do it, wasn't it?
With two machines that we've built. So that they slide into there.
Yes, that was the photograph was done by our friend Greg at Darkbox.
Darkbox Photography.
That's right.
He's brilliant.
Here in the UK.
Tin type.
Yes.
He's Canadian originally, I think.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah, I think so. We have a little pocket there. This oopsie daisy.
With a little tag.
Fern Industries. South Yorkshire, Great Britain, established 1885.
What's on back? Right, so you've got graph paper, so it can be used for bullet journaling, can be used for writing stuff on, can be putting people's telephone numbers on birthdays that you want to remember. You haven't put any, let's call them fibres on there, have you? Because you couldn't decide on whether or not it should be string, or whether it should be ribbon, or whether it should be...
Safari silk?
Sari silk.
Sari silk.
So rather than choose one, you're going to let people decide to put their own on.
Yeah. So we have the Newtonian gravity protect.
Okay. Do you want to talk a little bit about the papers?
Oh yeah, the papers. The papers have all been, as you saw earlier, wet. Yeah. Wet and dried in the oven.
But they're parchment.
They are parchment. Some are parchment and some are craft. As you see as we go through, they follow the same order through.
So plenty of spaces down. All the signatures, there's 5 signatures in here, by the way.
Yeah, there is.
And each one of the signatures has the same designs in each one.
Yeah, it does.
So what appears in one signature is repeated in the next
but not
4
the ephemera.
signatures. But not the ephemera. No. Yeah, okay. So you've got the Newtonian gravity detector. Okay.
We have I love the sound.
Yeah. Well, that's the wrinkly water.
They were a lot wrinklier, but they couldn't shut the book. The book wouldn't shut, so I had to put some books on top of it.
Yeah, just to make sure that it actually stayed in the same shape.
We have the Art of Invention, which is craft paper
with graph.
With graph, yeah.
Graph paper with one of those kind of Fibonacci kind of circle things on it, isn't it?
And this one we have Lady Daphne de Winter, inventor and lady of means.
And inside there you have another journaling card.
Looking forward to the past since 1888, Verne Industries.
Again, little journaling
with
card.
a little tag on it as well.
That's like it's a proper domed like typewriter key.
Yeah, you see, yeah. Held on with a copper staple, an attacher. And we have the polymorphic spectral projector there.
Again, plenty of space for writing.
Yeah. We have the top secret device for your eyes only. This is a Van de Graaff generator for generating electrical current.
So let's go back to that middle page again. So again, the lines, there's plenty of spaces for lines. What we tried to do when creating the journal is to make it so you can actually use it.
Oh yeah.
It's not a journal that's just stuffed full of tuck spots and that kind of stuff that you can barely write in.
This needs to be written in.
Yeah, and we've tried to keep the illustrations knocked back far enough so that once you write over the top, you can still read it, but you can still see that there is a pattern underneath.
That's true, yeah. Then we have another graph craft.
Again, great for planning, great for bullet journaling. But again, if you wanted to stick photographs or stuff on top,
you could
do a little bit of scrapbooky kind of make it a memory journal. There's plenty of spaces for you to be able to.
Lady Daphne again there.
Yeah, so you've got writing space down one side, but you've also got free space.
Stick photos in.
Yeah, or tickets.
Tickets, yeah.
Things that you want to remember.
I love this one, Adventure Before Dementia.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So there's nothing on there. That's just a blank page.
Great for drawing. You could draw on it.
You could use it for drawing little plans if you like. Designing your garden or whatever.
Test results.
So you've got little margin space down the side there.
Could be dates and events you're going to.
And that's in red, isn't
that's
it?
In
Hello.
red.
There's a little nose.
Bentley's come to have a look. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello, darling.
Then we have a little envelope
Just
here, which you can pop things in you want. Over here.
Yeah, another little envelope. Yeah.
The self-contained hamster dynamo.
That's fantastic. That. As the hamster runs round, it generates electricity. I like it.
This is a completely blank page, as you can see.
Well, it's not because
it has the jet on it. Okay, so on this one.
Right, so this is the centre
of this particular signature.
Right, okay.
This is a little cabinet card front with a note area on the back. On this one, we have one of my devices.
Fantastic.
Which is a Fairy Magic collector.
Again, space on the back for journaling.
Yeah, top secret from the stationery department.
Absolutely.
There are so many pages in this. We have the test results. Then we have another reasons to be splendid.
Yes. So obviously the pages are now going to repeat.
Yeah.
But obviously the ephemera
is changing as we go.
Yeah, okay.
This one is the Wimshurst machine. Oh, yeah, the electric machine you saw in the back.
So again, the border around these ones, you've got that lovely kind of acanthus pattern.
Yeah, it all matches the beginning. Yeah. Just pulls it all together. Plenty of room to write, bullet or journal for what it's intended. So coming up to.
So again, we'll just keep flicking through now so we can get to see the rest of the ephemera.
Okay.
Nice little bookmark.
This is Franklin Carruthers, the inventor of the side thermal body warmer Mark III. And then we have a chappie.
And again,
I know. Right.
Yeah. So this illustration here, Tim's done a stamp of this.
He has.
But we actually already had the illustration.
We had.
Even before the stamp came out.
We purchased the illustration quite a long time ago.
A license for the illustration.
We did.
Quite a long time ago.
So that goes into there. I like the size of that.
And I love this one as well.
Franklin Carruthers.
Yeah, that'd make a nice stamp. And we've got
Bentley come out from under there.
And we've got the license for this as well, haven't we?
We have, yes. We go through the pages. So,
yes, thank you, darling. Come on. He wants to be in.
He does. He always does. This is Finnegan Ruislip.
I love the names.
Finnegan Ruislip was the inventor of the Morpheus Dream Rifle Mark III and other very strange creations.
So again, you've got another journaling square.
This is the telescope for the telescope directional system. They've all got little numbers on them, and all the numbers are different on every card.
Yeah.
And all the patent numbers are different on every card. That's got very faint lines on the back, so you can write on that. As we keep going through, just love the sound of this paper.
It's lovely wrinkly crinkly stuff, isn't it? It's what makes it, I think.
I think so too. I'm so pleased with this. There we are. So the set of pockets, we have another little card there for you to write on the back. And this one is the personal image maker.
Lovely.
And that's got a little.
Yeah. And of course, all the ephemera's also been distressing.
With an inch of its life, yes, by my good self. Oh yeah. Top secret this time. The Flying House.
So that's another little journaling.
Yeah.
But the typewriter key is different.
It is, yeah. I've tried to keep everything different in every one of them. With the little pockets, the little envelopes.
So you've got larger pocket envelopes and small pocket envelopes.
But there's also plenty of places to attach your own.
Yeah,
If you decide you've got an envelope you like or some papers you like, just attach.
Yeah, there's plenty of scope for adding to it.
Well, the whole point is it's a starting block, isn't it? This is Sir Wallace Edison Flange.
That's a great name, isn't it?
The inventor of the self-repeating lavatory cleaner.
Nice. So again, you've got another tag there. This one you put...
I put a little metal one in that one.
Yeah. Plenty of space to write on again.
The same background as the front, so everything is coordinated. I just love the name Sir Wallace Edison Flange.
It's great.
It feels lovely. When you said make one, I thought, oh, I don't know. But it feels...
Yeah. Well, you wanted something different to do.
Yeah, I did. Things were stuck at home. We have the mobile carriage heater. Patent number is there. And this is Bright Ideas.
Again, another journaling spot, journaling card.
Yeah. Don't want to rush too quickly through because it feels so nice.
We can just go through the ephemera bits.
So we have the home compost maker Mark II. And that's nice on the back. So you can put journal on there. You could put
Again,
bullets.
bullet points.
All
Bullet
the pockets are different as well.
Yeah.
As you go through each signature. This is another one of mine.
That's one of your wearable devices, isn't it? Yeah. Again, on the back of there, you've got plenty of space
from the stationery department again.
I love the colour theme, which is
it's very
all the way
subdued.
through. Well, it's got those kind of Victorian-y kind of heritage colours. So you've got the claret cover, but you've put that kind of like deep red
goes throughout
all the way through, which goes really well because you've even picked out highlights of like the number, which is in red.
The numbers and the little red lines.
So what was on the back of that? So
that's aligned.
Another
journaling card.
Yeah, plenty of journaling cards in there.
Yeah, that's the portable electric power station. So there we are. This is the self-propelled flight machine. Please never try it at home. The little notes card. Again.
Yep, ideal for adding. It's like a bookmark.
Yeah.
But you can put important things on there if you want to, so it's always there for you to refer back to, like birthdays or dates that you don't want to forget.
Indeed. So we're through. We're still only in our fourth signature here. This is Sir Wallace and Flange again, and then we have. That was the dirigible weather station.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That the globe actually went round. Didn't
the fan works. The globe goes round. In the summer, it was really, really nice.
I know what's on the back.
And we have
again
lined paper, very subtle.
Another journaling card.
Finnegan's here, and we have the horseless carriage with a
completely blank one.
It's got little lines
on it. Yeah. It's perfect for putting little photos.
Oh yeah.
And things on.
The Diablo Protectograph, the sure way to keep unwanted visitors at bay.
Absolutely. So a little pocket there you can put
things in
into,
yourself.
Receipts or whatever.
The mechanical adding machine. Again, we've got blank on the back, but the idea is to give you so much scope.
Oh yeah, there's loads of space for writing.
For you to do exactly what you like.
I mean, I love the journals that are really involved and are full of like pages and there's lots to feel and lots of texture in them.
You can't use them.
But sometimes you can't. There's that much in them that you can't actually really use them for anything.
Inspire.
Apart from sticking photos.
Yes. Inspire.
Yeah. Again, plenty of spaces for writing. Lots of bullet journaling.
And then we go a little bit further, and we're into our last signature now. So I'll flick through. There we are. Notes. Painted rainwear.
I know. I love that. I don't understand why that didn't catch on.
I know. We talked about it last night, weren't we? When it was raining, we were watching the TV.
I'd love to have had one.
The inter-ether communication, and this has got the inertial momentum chair. Little side pull that time.
So something like that would be great to either write on or to actually stick a photograph on.
Yes, it would, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a secret loved one.
Well, or maybe not a secret loved one.
It's more exciting. Another one of my devices there, that's the wireless melodica. And that was an MP3 player that
you
I elaborated upon. And there we are, that goes round and stores the ether waves for the...
So lots of photographs of actual steampunk machines that you've built in the past.
Yeah, travel to the stars and beyond.
So I love that ray gun.
I love the ray gun as well. Because the t-shirts match.
Yes. So some of these designs are ones that are actually on your t-shirts.
They are indeed, yeah. Nobody else does a t-shirt and journal matching set. We come to the back.
Yeah.
And we've got the pocket, we've got the
Another
time to create.
Time to create. What's on the back of that one?
That one is...
So you've got graph paper on the back of
Yeah.
that. And then you have
like
a
fold-out note card.
I like that.
And then at the very back,
if you're planning something special, like a wedding or an event, you could use that.
Oh yeah,
as a proper little pull-out. And then right at the very back, you've got that pocket again.
The theme perambulator and
another tag.
Travel to the Stars. So that's that one. I'll do a quick flick through the other one to show all the ephemera next. It's all very much different. Do we have time?
Well, it's going to make it a very long video.
I don't think we won't do that then.
They're pretty much exactly the same.
They are.
Variations of, it's the same card, but
they might have different vehicles on.
Or different machines on, but pretty much everything that you're in there, all the tags, all the journaling cards, all the little bookmarks, all that kind of stuff, are all in that chocolate brown one as well. Do you want to bring it back in?
Yeah, we'll do.
So you can just compare side by side. If you just want to just quickly open the front cover just to show that they are pretty much the same.
Yeah, they've got the different, and then the back, as you flick through, they're all
again exactly the same.
You've just got slightly different ephemera in there. And slightly different things tucked in pockets, speaking device.
Yeah.
Generally, they are all both exactly the same.
Yeah.
I just like to do different things in different...
Fantastic. So now that you've created these two, Ian, what are you going to do with them?
Well, I love them to death, but I love chocolate more.
Right.
So I'm going to put them on my website.
So you're going to sell both of them?
I'm going to sell both of them, yeah.
Right. Obviously, there's only one of each colour.
There is.
So you can put them as both as separate items on your website.
We'll
put a link across the bottom of the screen here now for Ian's website. Yeah. But there'll also be a clickable link in the description area below to the category on your website where you're selling both of these.
Yes.
So unfortunately, it's going to be
first come, first served.
Unless, of course, somebody wants to commission you to make one for them with a particular colour or...
One of my friends who's getting married next year said to me, she saw it and she says, can I have a wedding one? I said, well, I don't do weddings, so I want the same thing but just somewhere to put wedding pictures.
That's right, you did a sneak peek, didn't you, on your Facebook page the other day?
Just some photos.
Just to the Steampunk friends.
Yeah, and once she's getting married she'd like a copy, so rather than having pockets everywhere, there'd be spaces for photos to go.
So it's like a Steampunk photo album.
So I said what I would probably do is, if she wanted that, I would then, be digital photos. I could make the little cabinet cards with photos of the guests at the wedding.
What a wonderful idea.
So it's all bespoke, all printed, all finished. All you do is just look at it and go, that was my wedding.
Yeah. So places to stick photos in, but you can also make cabinet cards of family members or loved ones.
Yeah, then they can actually just tuck in.
Fantastic. Now, just want to mention the closure.
Yeah.
You haven't put a specific closure on these, have you?
No, I had an elasticated band,
which we will include with when we actually send them out.
Indeed.
Mainly because people are funny with closures, aren't they?
Well, I couldn't decide.
Well, it's not that.
It's, my head. Sorry about that.
It's people either like to have a ribbon closure or elasticated or maybe sari silk. So rather than just choose which one you want, which one you prefer, you've just left it.
Yeah. Also, the fact that when you start looking through them, they do start to open back up again, and there is as you can see, there is a lot in there.
There's a lot of give.
So what we've done is we've just
included a piece of elastic.
It just goes there, just keeps it closed,
which will go with it.
Yeah.
It's not intended to be permanent.
No.
It's only a temporary measure just to hold it while it's in transit.
That's true.
And there's one for each of them, isn't there?
There is indeed.
So lovely. So all that remains to be seen, or said, I should say now, is thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being patient. I hope you enjoyed this little look into my foray into making a journal.
Exactly. And did you enjoy doing it?
Oh yes. Yes, I did. Very much so.
And that was the whole point, really, wasn't it?
It was. It was something different to do. It's still three-dimensional, but it's not what I normally do. But I'll take any challenge on really like
Absolutely.
this.
So it's another feather in your bow.
Yeah, and thank you, Mike, for helping me.
You're welcome.
I was too windy to stitch it myself.
So it has been stitched by me.
It's been stitched by Mike because I was watching him going, I can't do that.
Great stuff. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the little flick through of those two journals. If you have, please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you're so inclined. And if you haven't subscribed to either of our YouTube channels already, you can do so because this will appear on my YouTube channel, but it's also going on Ian's YouTube channel as well. It is.
Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.